Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do basics on iMovie, everything that is essential for doing the simple stuff. All of the information I am going to be talking about in this will help you in the future. So the first thing you're going to want to do is click on the iMovie icon as it is right there. And here in the left corner, you're going to create a new project just by clicking on that plus sign there. And you can either do a trailer or a movie, but usually movie is the most basic way to do it, so that's what I usually do. Once you click on the movie option, it's going to open this menu here, which is what you're going to be working with. And there's a bunch of different features. Here on the side is where all the content that you import will be located. And this is just other libraries where you can get some of your video content that you have saved on your computer. So this little downward pointing arrow right here is where you're going to be importing all the videos or pictures that you want to use. It is important ahead of time to name your files before selecting them so that it's easier to find them, because sometimes it can become disorganized when there's so many different options that you can choose from. So I'm just going to choose this one as an example just to show you guys how to do a variety of different things on iMovie. Once you have selected a clip that you want to work with, there is a variety of different ways that you can crop it and adjust the clip accordingly to how you want it to be. You can do it up here like what is being shown, or you can drag it down to the menu down here, and there is different ways to crop it, which I will be showing you. So you can use the arrows like this just to move it in and out. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is hover it on the side and then click to move it. You can do it on either end, just like that. If you decide through halfway through cropping a clip that you want to split it into two different parts, there's a very easy way to do this. All you have to do is hover your mouse over the spot that you want to split in half, and then you're going to press the command key and then B at the same time, and it'll split it in half. And if you decide that you don't want that to be done, you can always press command Z to undo it, which will undo what you have previously done. Right up here is an area called audio where you can import different sounds that you want in your movie. You can use sound effects that are provided with iMovie, or also you can go to the iTunes section there in the corner if your computer is synced with your iTunes account, and you will be able to import music that you have previously downloaded on iTunes. There is a large variety of different sound effects, anything from simple music also to different sound effects like a car horn or an audience clapping. There's really just a huge variety of different sounds you can add to your movie. I'm just going to click a random sound here just to show you the different things that you can do once you have selected it. So all you have to do is, once you have selected it, go up there to the green area and just drag down a certain spot that you want added to your movie, and just drag it under the video clips and it will be played in the background. You can also adjust the sound percentage of the clip or the music that you have imported, just like I am doing right here. If you don't want any of it playing at all, put it to 0, and if you want it to be really loud, you can bring it all the way up to 400. You can have just the music playing and none from the video clips, or you can have a little bit of both. It's really up to whatever sounds best. Right next to the audio section is another section called titles, which is how you are going to put text onto a video that you want. As you can see, there is a variety of different positions. It could be text at the bottom, text in the middle, text to the top left. There is a bunch of different options in this section that you can scroll through and decide what kind you want. So I'm just going to choose this one as an example. Once you have dragged down the text option that you want, you can bring your mouse onto the actual video there in the corner like I'm doing, and just click on where the text was and start typing what you want to be displayed. And there's different fonts that you can use just by clicking that button there. It's kind of like Word document, it just changes just like that. And there is also different colors that you can use. Just click that button there and say if I wanted it to be blue or all these different colors. You just move it around there, and then once you're done, you can just move your mouse to the X in the corner, just as right there, and your text will remain there on the video, and once you play it, it'll come up just like this. You can also change the duration of how long the text is going to be on the video clip, kind of like how I'm dragging my mouse there. So for example, you can have it just for 1 second or multiple seconds. It's really up to you. Also, you are able to import as many videos as you like just by clicking that downward arrow there, and here is the menu with all your different videos that you have on your computer. I'm just going to select another one just to show you as an example. So like I showed you before, there is different ways to select certain portions of a video clip that you want in your video. So I'm just going to do it up here and then drag it down to where my other work has been placed. So next I'm going to skip backgrounds because I don't really use those personally and they don't really add much. They're kind of useless, but transitions can be useful for providing smooth transitions in between clips. So once you find one that you like, you kind of just select it and then drag it down like you've been dragging down sounds and video clips. And as you can see, it's kind of choppy. It just looks choppy because of the way I'm recording it. But as you can see, in between video clips, it just adds a little effect. And it can make it look cool. It's not really important to have, but it can be useful. Similar to the sample sounds, there is a lot of different sample transition effects that you can add to your video. There's not really one right one to use. It's all about whichever you think looks the best for the video content that you are producing. So right up here where my mouse is, there's also different ways that you can edit the video. The first one here, I'm not really sure exactly what it does. I don't use it personally, so it's kind of for more of the advanced videos, so you won't really be using it. But here is ways that you can edit the brightness and color of the clip. You can make it black and white or full of color, and you can also kind of make it like a cooler side or a warmer side. So this one is just visuals. The third option here is the crop, which is what I use. I use crop to fill, which is the middle option there. It can be very useful if you don't want all that is surrounding the video. You just want a certain part or zoom up on someone's face or something like that. So once you select it, you are just going to drag the corners like that and see how it's just dragged to a certain position. And once you get it to where you like, you just press the enter key on your computer, and then once it is played, it'll zoom in on the video. Another way to adjust the sound of a video clip is to select it and then click on that little volume key up there and just drag it around to the position you want it to be at. This little clock effect button there allows you to either speed up or slow down or change the speed of a certain video clip that you have selected. So for example, I just slowed it down. So when I press play, the video clip will be in slow motion. You can do this either slowing it down. There is different options there as you saw in the drop-down menu, such as fast forward and stuff like that. So the other option here allows you to add filters to a certain video clip, such as visual ones that are listed here. There is different colors like X-ray, there is black and white, other colors that you want that can be added to your video, the certain clip that you have selected. And also if you press cancel up there, it gets rid of it. You can also apply an audio effect such as like an echo. There's different ones like a robot or other sample audio effects that have been provided by iMovie. Now I'm going to show you how to add your own voice recording that you can record afterwards to be uploaded to your video, kind of like how I'm recording this video tutorial for you guys. So see that little microphone there? You're just going to press that. And once you have pressed that, it'll count down a time before you can start talking on the video clip, and it'll kind of just guide you along with the video clip so that it can be at the point in the video where you want it to be. And you can also move it around afterwards to be played in a different spot of your video clip. This effect right here can be useful. You kind of just want to drag it along like that, and it kind of just moves the clips. Kind of hard to explain, but basically it just, if it's zoomed in all the way like that, it's broken down more to precise seconds that can allow you to add more detailed editing, or you can just have it really close together, which I do not recommend. I recommend somewhere in the middle or all the way at the top like that because it spaces things out so you can add more effects into more specific places, and it's easier to work with in my opinion. So once you have decided that you are satisfied with the movie that you have created, you're just going to click File and then Share to save it. Share it to the theater, which kind of saves it to your library of there's other iMovies that you have created, such as the one I did earlier. And then once it is saved, an easy way to have it located is to name it something. So I'm going to name it example, and then once you do that, you can drag it off of iMovie onto your desktop, which has it easily accessible for you. So those are the basics with iMovie. I hope you found this video useful, and yeah.